So I have a story for you guys, and this is nuts. And it goes to show what I'm saying is absolute facts. Like, watch out, bro. I obviously don't say names on my channel. I think there was one time out of the span of 4.5 years-ish that I had this channel that I actually did by accident say someone's name, but it wasn't even a big deal anyways. But obviously I'm not gonna say names, I never do. So yeah, let's just say I was recently talking to some person, and this person is a female. This was weeks ago, and they basically expose themselves as a jealous demon when it don't gotta be that way, but they can't help it, bro. Like, people are going to feel how they're going to feel about you. Like, let me tell you guys something right now, man. When you got your life together, think about how many people in society in this world don't actually got their life together, is actually not on the level that you're on. Because of how much work you've done, how much you suffered, and how much you just put in to get your life to where you want to be. A lot of people's fooling around and doing a whole bunch of dumb shit. Bro, you didn't do that, right? You took your life seriously. You got to the grind. These others, bro, they're not going to be happy for you. They're not going to be on your side. You could be the best option on the planet. If they're not close to you and your level, they're not gonna be with you, bro. It don't matter if this girl looks good on the outside. You're not gonna be compatible when you're that much further ahead in life than she is. Here's the thing. This person exposed themselves. We were just talking and saying some things back and forth, and all of a sudden, they said out of nowhere, they said out of nowhere, I'm not hating on you. I was like, huh? I never said you were hating on me. What are you, like, what? What? And then they just didn't answer after that. Days before this same person's saying, oh, I'm so happy for you. I'm happy for you and all this. And I'm just like, the guy was saying I appreciate it and stuff like this, and bro, days after that happened. It just goes to show what I'm saying is true. Not everybody who just so-called wishes you well is actually wishing you well. Some people hate the fact that you're doing well. So jealous demons can often disguise themselves as supportive angels. That's going to come into your life and, oh, amazing, good for you, I love you, da-da-da-da, whatever they say. All this kind of stuff, right? It's not always the truth. So how I am now, I'm just skeptical of how people are, bro. Like, can you blame me? I don't always take people's words for what they say. Is someone saying something to me, like, a lot of the time, yeah, there's no reason for them not to be genuine when they're saying certain things, and some things I do believe, because it's like there's no way that it's not what they're saying. But then again, when it comes to stuff like this, when you feel a weird vibe, man, when someone says something may be good to you, but you feel a weird vibe about it, trust and believe. It ain't it. They're not it. They're not happy for you. Like, bro, this person out of nowhere literally said, I'm not hating on you. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? Like, I think they thought that I thought that they were hating on me, but I didn't even think that. I didn't say that to them. I didn't say, you're hating on me. I didn't indicate of saying anything like that. And they said those words, and I'm like, huh? With a question mark. And they just didn't say nothing to it. They just left it, and then like a little bit of time went on, and then they kicked back at me again and just completely switched the conversation. But it was very weird, bro. It was very unusual. And that's why I'm making this video, because things like this happen. That's not the only time. There's sometimes so-called friends that say certain things, and bro, it ain't it. It ain't it, man. Like, why even say it? Because they're trying to fool you. They want you to think that they're on your side, but behind closed doors, they're not on your side, bro. They're thinking certain things about you and, oh, look at him and this and that. But when they see you, oh, good for you, man, and all this stuff, I don't like people like that at all. I don't like people like that at all. Because it's fake. Of course, they're not going to be that way to your face. Or when they talk to you even over a text or over a phone call or over anything, of course they're not going to do that. But that's how they behave behind closed doors. They're not really for you, bro. They just pretend to be. They pretend to be your friend. They pretend to be a good girl that could be in your life. They're none of that. They're none of those things. At all. Like I said, man, in this ass-backwards modern world, we have a lot of degenerates. A lot of these younger, prettier girls are absolute degenerates. And they're ruining themselves, they're ruining their potential, they're ruining their lives, they're ruining their future. They're gonna be butt ugly in 5 years' time. Sorry, it's the truth. So, it's like almost nobody wants to get it right. And you know what? For the people that don't want to get it right, you're not going to be in my life. You're not going to be by my side. I don't trust you. Like, I don't trust you whatsoever. These females, bro. They're not committed to be the best woman they can be. They're lying 24/7. They're wasters. They're wasting their lives. All they're consumed and focused on doing is consuming attention from the opposite gender just to keep them going. Because they can't bite the bullet. They can't become a woman, a real woman of value and integrity, with some respect, with some self-respect. And if you don't have self-respect, you can't respect others. That's what a lot of these chicks are like today, bro. They don't respect you because they don't respect themselves. They're gonna be snobby. They're gonna act like crazy. They're gonna do crazy things. They're gonna make crazy decisions. They will ruin your life. Bro, I have a friend recently I seen last night at the gym. I actually just got back from the gym. I just seen him again, and we had a conversation about other things. But listen to this. I met this guy three years ago from like now. I think I met him in February in 2021. And this guy was 18 at the time. He's 21 now. I'm 28 now. So I'm 7 years older than this guy is. And I try to tell him, bro, I'm trying to tell these young guys what to expect with these women, what to expect going forward. And you can only know what you know. And he believed the things I was saying. But you really have to go through it to understand it at a different level. And this guy was recently dating this girl and in a relationship with this girl for 10 months. And now it's over. And what he told me is, which was last night, it was going all good. It was all good. And all of a sudden, the I love yous started to stop, slowly started to stop. And he asked her, like, what is going on? Like, what? Because, bro, you just know. It's almost like women, when they're on their way out, they start to just change their behavior. And that's what he said, like, her behavior started to change. It wasn't the same. And we've all been through this, bro. But she started to say, like they basically act in a way to make you be like, what's wrong? And when you say what's wrong, that's when they will say, I'm just not feeling it anymore. I'm depressed. I don't know who I am. And he told me that's what she said. And bro, I've been in this situation myself with some of these different girls whenever I was younger. They said the exact same shit. They're all insane, bro. You'll have something going with some of these girls for a year, sometimes even 4 years, sometimes half a year, sometimes a couple months. And all of a sudden, I'm depressed. I don't know who I am. I just need my space. I need my time. Da 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 da. And they're not lying. Like, they are those things. They absolutely are those things. But it's the same thing every single time, is what they say. So that comes to an end. This guy's livid. This guy's furious. He blows up his new truck. He's now going on a vacation, I think, next week to Cuba, and he's going on back-to-back vacations to Mexico after Cuba. And I don't think this is the right move, but this guy's like in a red pill rage right now. Like, bro, this is the modern woman. This is how much they don't care. They don't need us. If they needed us, they would stay with us. They don't necessarily need us. And they're also given a lot more than us at a younger age. Their parents take care of them better than they take care of us. They don't need us. They're supported. They pretty much have everything. They don't really got to go through trials and tribulations the way men do. And they're also better in school. They can pass in school a lot easier, so they can secure a high-ish paying career, so they don't need us. If they want to leave, they do nowadays. They used to kind of not be able to leave because they needed us. And that's when things were better. They smartened up more. They got their head on their shoulders more. They performed more. That's what makes you a better woman, is when you're performing. Not when everything's so easy for you and you have these options and all this stuff, because that is what they do. They have almost too much freedom, too much leverage today, that it's messing up an entire society. Like, that's just the facts. So, yeah, it's the same stuff, bro. Like, you see it all the time. There's a bunch of people I know, bro, at the gym, they like recently got in these breakups. I was that age once too. I was in the relationships at the exact same time, and the same stuff happens, bro. Little newsflash for you. None of these younger, prettier girls know who they are. None of them know who they are. They're all depressed. None of them know who they are. They don't. Like, they're not lying when they say that, bro. They really don't. After I was in a in a long-term relationship with some girl, that ended. And then I dated a girl after that for about a year, a nurse, that ended. After that, I dated a girl for about probably 3 to 4 months, that ended. And then after that, I was talking to another girl, and they're all the same type that I like, all pretty girls. This one did not last long at all. And nowadays, bro, nothing lasts long for me, because I see who I'm dealing with. I'm seeing what's going on. It's not gonna cut it. Because I'm not gonna keep investing into what I already know is not going to work. I already know. And I'm not so quick to do it, but at the same time, when I see what I see and I know what I know, trust me, I know it deeply, and that's when it's done. And like I said, by the time I was 22 and I was talking to this other girl, the last girl I actually dated, I was 21. And when I was 22, I was talking to another girl. It led to the exact same thing. Oh, I'm depressed. And I was like, not furious, but I was frustrated at that point. I'm just like, it's the same thing again. Like, it's all you like this? Yes, they are. They're all like that. All of them. And this is what we have to deal with, bro. to even have our own children. This is what we deal with. This is what we have. It's not going to be easy. Is it going to work sometime? We don't know. Because it's not easy. And we're not just going to take anybody. That'd be easy as hell. I could do that tomorrow. I could do that tonight. No, we're not going to just take anybody. Do you think we just work this hard just to take anybody? Like that, like actually think for yourself. Like, do you deserve us? Like, do you? Are you what we want? Do you have the potential? Do you have the potential, and is your actions proper right now? Because that's what it's going to take. You have to have the potential, and your actions have to be appropriate right now. Because if you have potential and you're still running around like a little HOE, that ain't going to cut it. That is disgusting. That is degenerate. What are you doing? No wonder you're depressed. No wonder you don't know who you are. Because you don't want to do the work. There's all this talk about men not living up to a man and all this stuff and all this gaslighting, bro. I would argue the women are far worse. I would argue there's a lot of men trying very hard today and nothing's still going to work. Because that's how bad it is for the women. And I'm talking about the younger generation here coming up. I know women right now that are even about my age and a little older. They got their shit together a little bit more. But then again, are those the women we want? You'd have to be some fucking special. You'd have to be some special. Probably not. This is how difficult it's going to be. And we ain't bending, we ain't budging, we ain't folding, we ain't breaking. It is what it is. It is a needle in a haystack. That's what it's going to be. So, yeah. And a lot of people's going to be jealous and envious of you, bro, because you have a standard. They don't want you to have a standard. Women don't want you to have a standard. They don't want to do the work. They just think they deserve you just because they're a woman. Like, yeah, totally. Yeah. We have to perform. We have to be a certain somebody. Why shouldn't you? Why should we accept degeneracy? Why should we accept a female that's not even close to the shape we're in? As genetically gifted and as genetically handsome or beautiful as we are. Why? The math ain't mathing, is it? We deserve our equal for whoever we are. If you're overweight, you're not in shape, you deserve someone in the opposite gender who is overweight and out of shape. If you're in shape, if you're good looking, if you got the genetics, if you make the money, if you do the stuff, guess what? You deserve the exact same thing, maybe not the money so much, but in the opposite gender. And we ain't bending, we ain't bolding, we ain't budging, we ain't breaking until that happens. That's what I'm saying. Any last questions? Very good. But this is what it's going to be, bro. This is what it's going to be. This is what it is. I also got a few friends right now that they're in relationships. And it's no knock on their women, like they're not even bad looking women. But I wouldn't date them. There's some women that's not bad looking women that have approached me, that have come to me. Many of them, not just one. I'm not just thinking of one. Oh, and you're going to watch this video and think I'm talking about you. No. There's many that it's just not my type. They're not bad looking, but they're not my type. It's going to take something specific. It's going to take a woman looking at me and saying, we're in this to win this. We're in this together. I'm going to listen to you. And of course, I would listen as well. But it's going to take something like that. Not some young woman, not some young bimbo who's attractive, who might be hot but can't listen and just thinks how for herself and all this stuff, and you just ruin yourself. Like, that ain't going to cut it, bruh. And it's funny too, because a lot of people that you will not accept in your life are going to be hateful of you, jealous of you, envious of you. There's some women, bro, I've been in small talking stages with, and it did not last long, because it's almost like they know that they are not even close to your level. They're not even remotely close. Like, they're damaged. There's something seriously wrong with them, and they can't keep up. The brain capacity just could not possibly fathom even close to what yours is. Like, people are just not focused today, bro. People don't have brains. People ain't switched on. People's completely oblivious. People think they deserve certain things, and you don't. You really don't. You really don't. Like, it's going to take something very specific, aka special. If that special feeling is not there, it's not gonna involve me. Like, it has to be something just that's just not everywhere, bro. I've turned down many women as well, because I know who they are. I know what they've done. I know who they've been with. Like, if you act like, that's an embarrassment to me. I'd be embarrassed even being seen with you. Men want to be proud of the person they're with. Little information for you. We want to be proud of the people that we're with. We want to be able to walk in a mall, walk in a grocery store, walk anywhere in public, like, with you, and not think, did any guys here smash her? Was any guys ever talking to her before? We don't want that. We don't work this hard and become so much better than every guy in sight, and then walk around with you when you were talking to some sleaze cake over there. That's an embarrassment. This is what we've worked for? Like, are you kidding me? This is what we've worked for? I don't care if this sounds harsh. I don't care what you think. It is what it is. You have to be prideful to a degree. You have to be proud of yourself to a degree. We don't become something special ourselves and something rare ourselves to walk around with just anything. That's embarrassing. The math ain't mathing. It wouldn't even look right. Something would be off. Why? Because the person you're with is off. We don't accept it. But anyways, guys, I kind of went on a tangent there, and if people don't wake up, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad, bro. Like, people have no idea. They really think they can just do the things they do and everything's going to be fine. It is not going to be fine. It's going to be bad for you. It's going to be good for me. It's not going to be fine. This is what you get. This is what you deserve. You're going to get what you deserve at the end of the day. Every woman watching this video, you're going to get what you deserve at the end of the day. Every man watching this video, you're going to get what you deserve at the end of the day. You will get what you deserve. So will I, so will you, so will everybody. And that is on you. That is on your fucking self. And you have no one to blame but yourself. That's what it is. Cold world, huh? Oh my God, accountability. Oh, he's telling me what to do. Yeah, you should probably listen before your whole life. You can thank me. That's what you can do. You can thank me, if anything. Enough.